Cabo instead. A Cowboys source told NFL Network that's, quote, not a good look for Zeke to be going to Cabo during his holdout. Dallas might need a running back. So yesterday they signed former Pro Bowler Alfred Morris. Also yesterday, Jerry Jones made some very interesting comments about Zeke's holdout. Take a listen.
You don't have to have a rushing champion to win a Super Bowl. But Emmett was the first one to do it. And that's one of the dilemmas at running back, is that the league knows that you can win Super Bowls and not have the Emmitt Smith back there or not have Zeke back there. Consequently, when we are looking and putting Zeke's contract in place, we've got to realize that the ultimate goal is to win the Super Bowl. And so you've got to do all of the things along with having Zeke that allow you to have other players so that you can win the Super Bowl. And that's what we're going through.
Well, we are joined by Fox NFL analyst Mark Schlereth. Good to have you with us. What do those comments from Jerry mean, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, Jerry is 100% right. You don't have to have the rushing champion to win the Super Bowl. I don't know that the Cowboys have ever won the Super Bowl without the rushing champion, but you don't have to have the rushing champion to win the Super Bowl.
Well, they have. The first two they did.
Okay,
yeah.
But
go ahead.
I think the point being is, but that's how you built this team. Yeah. Right? Like, you built this team to be dominant up front, to be able to run the ball, to be able to control the line of scrimmage. That's how you've built this team.
Okay.
Like, there are a lot of teams this is me, a lot of teams that can lead the league in rushing, but don't know how to run the ball. And that sounds counterintuitive, but what you get are a lot of empty yards. You see teams that lead the league in rushing, but they spread everybody out. They get a quality two-man side on 3rd down and 6. They pop a 27-yard draw, and they think that they're great at running the ball. The point being is that when you have to run the ball, you have to, in my opinion, to be great in the playoffs and to win championships, when you have to run it, you damn well better be able to run it. I think the New England Patriots had 9 touchdowns rushing on their way to winning a championship. They had a fullback in on every one of those, and they crammed it down the throats of their opponents. That's running the ball when you have to run the ball. That's running the ball in the end zone. That's running the ball in the red zone. That's running the ball in 3rd down in short situations or 2nd down in short situations. So there's a difference between leading the league in rushing with empty yards and understanding how to run the ball. And with Zeke, they understand how to run the ball, and that, to me, is imperative.
Jerry just trying to play hardball. Guess what else you don't need? A #1 receiver, Jerry, to win a championship. Because the New England Patriots got 6 of those. They didn't have any. What about the New Orleans Saints? They didn't have one. Guess what, Skip? There's a lot of things you can win a Super Bowl without. But when you build it a certain way, you need it. And you built your team. You drafted the guy with the 4th overall pick. He's led the league in rushing 2 of the 3 years he's been there, and if he doesn't miss 6 games, he leads it all 3 years. That's the way you built your roster. #1 draft, a top 10 pick at left tackle. Zach Martin, a top pick. Travis Frederick, top pick. Okay.
Ty Smith.
Ty Smith was the left tackle. Yeah. Okay, Skip. You got 3 first-round offensive linemen.
Yep.
What are you trying? You draft a running back in the 1st round, at the 4th pick overall. What are you telling the league what you're doing? They heard Mel Kiper say, "Oh, the running back position is devalued," but they still took him. Now they want to. The league says, or they're devaluing the. I don't care about the league. Mark, you was in this league when does Jerry Jones ever cared about what else the league was doing? That's why he signed his own deal. He went with Pepsi when everybody else was with Coca-Cola. He signed a deal unilaterally with Nike. Got Nike banned for 10 years, and the league went with Reebok. NFL, Nike got back in, but that's neither here nor there. Ticketmaster. Who's the official ticket hub of the NFL? Ticketmaster. Who's the Dallas Cowboys, Skip? SeatGeek.
Who's the #1 Cowboy hater in the world? He's sitting right there. So keep on piling on. Keep trying. This is your only hope. You need dissension. You need contractual confusion and chaos in Dallas, right? That's your only hope.
Pay it.
I must admit, I hate this. I fear this because Ezekiel Elliott is blowing this. He is playing this so wrong because all of a sudden he pushed Jerry far enough. Jerry just declared negotiating war on Zeke.
Okay.
I knew it was coming because I really know the psyche of Jerry Jones. He's got a huge ego, but more than that, he is so stubbornly proud. He is now in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and he's got 5 Lombardi trophies in his office, 3 that he won.
Yeah.
And he believes he has a Super Bowl team, and everybody showed up to start going to work on that Super Bowl season except for one guy. And I didn't see this coming because I don't think Jerry saw it coming. And not only did 21 stay in Dallas, he just went to Cabo. And it's okay to go to Cabo when you're suspended for 6 games, but Jerry Jones, as I told Shannon earlier in the show, he can be the nicest guy in the world or he can get the maddest in the world of anybody I've ever been around. And the fuse is short, and it just went. He just exploded into negotiating mode. And again, I keep telling this man, when it comes to Jerry Jones, you can catch more flies or dollars with honey than you can with vinegar. Zeke just went vinegar, and he just tossed it right in Jerry's face. And Jerry's response was, okay, watch this. I'll start statting you to death. I'll start making the case publicly against you, because you can make a case against
We don't
Zeke.
negotiate publicly.
Yeah.
And I drink apple cider vinegar every day.
Do you
drink
really?
some that
It's good
kombucha
for you.
too.
It is good
But
for
Skip,
you.
you know what?
Yeah, but you drink it. This is throwing it in his face.
You know what? I'm 51. I've been working 46 years. I started as a 5-year-old working in the tobacco fields, walking behind the tobacco picker. And in all my 46 years, you know what's not happened to me, Skip? Not one time has my boss come to me and say, Shannon, we want to redo your contract. Every time I've had to ask, from working for $1 a day to try to get that to $1.50 to $2, you know what I'm saying, Skip Bayless? That's what. So you think if Zeke just shows up and just goes about his business, Jerry's like, we gonna take care of you.
You don't know Jerry.
Yeah, I know Jerry.
I know Jerry.
Yo.
You think you know Jerry.
I know Jerry.
Jerry's got the biggest, softest heart. If a player walks up, especially a superstar, and puts his arm around Jerry and they walk arm in arm off the practice field out in Oxnard, Jerry's going to say, you know what, we got to take care of this. We got to get this done. That's how you do business. Did anybody else have to, all those offensive linemen, did any of those guys hold out to get their big, huge contracts? Nope. Did DeMarcus Lawrence hold out to get his deal? Nope.
He threatened to have surgery.
He did not.
Say, I'm going to push this surgery back to
holdout.
June.
There was no animosity. It did not get ugly.
Zeke is not animus towards him. Zeke is, hey, Cabo, how can you be mad at somebody in Cabo?
That was a shot fired.
Here's the deal, though. I mean, Zeke is coming from this, and I understand. I mean, you got to get paid. And he's been put in a very tough position because how, as a running back in this league, do you get to that second contract? Do you get to the big money stage? You know, obviously, Todd Gurley signs a big deal last year, makes it as an MVP candidate for about 12 games, hurts his knee, and then, you know, falls off the map and doesn't play well throughout the playoffs, in the Super Bowl. Like, that's an issue. And you're looking at him having 2 years, this year and next year, left on that contract. And if you want, you can franchise the guy.
You can't.
I mean,
you got 4 years.
4 years.
Right. So he has zero.
Except the holdout. That's his only leverage.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
What's his other option?
Butter him up, rub his elbows, just get up next to him. I know how Jerry works. Yeah, I'll give you your money. Jerry would have figured it out during training camp. He would have taken care of Dak first. I believe Zeke would have been second, and Amari would be sometime during the
Zeke
season.
said, I want to be first because
Yeah.
I'm most in harm's way. And Zeke said, you know what? I don't want any cabbage, so I don't want honey. You go and give me my money without me buttering you up and offering
Once
you
upon
honey.
a time, I was right in the middle of it. Jimmy pushed Jerry too far. I'm talking about Jimmy Johnson. And he pushed and he pushed, and he insulted him privately in front of front office staffers and assistant coaches to the point Jerry finally said, that's enough. Life is too short. You're fired. He just won 2 Super Bowls. He was fired. Will that ever happen again in the history of this league? Nope. That's what that's what makes him tick. Stubbornly proud. Emmitt Smith pushed him right over the edge, and Emmitt missed the first 2 games.
Come groveling back.
Yeah. Who came groveling back? I think Emmitt groveled just as much as Jerry did.
Think if you hold out, if say you make an X and they give you $10 over what you're asking for, you won. Because you said you weren't going to give me anything. You told me to play up under the contract that I was obligated.
No, you didn't. He never said that.
Yeah, he did.
He's going to give him his money.
Another way, he should have gave it to him
Listen,
early. He would have lost those 2 games.
The Rams made the most foolish deal with Todd Gurley in the history of the running back position.
No, it wasn't.
They like insanely overpaid for that position, and it bit them at the end of the year because he couldn't finish.
Let me tell you,
right? Does he not have arthritic knees?
We don't know that to be certain.
Okay, well,
but let me tell you what's going to be.
Everybody's got arthritic knees. So you play this game, you got arthritic knees.
But guess what's going to be more foolishly? Giving a guy $35 million, that's the middle of the pack.
Now we're up to 35. Oh, we were 30. We were like 25, then it went to 30,
no, 30 is entry.
35.
No, 30 is entry level.
Oh,
it's kind of like living in Bel Air. Bel Air is like $10 million. That's the entry level home.
But even if he does come back, and let's say he misses the first 2 weeks, even if he does come back and doesn't have a contract, you know what? To me, the wear and tear he saved on his body through training camp, through the preseason games,
That's
through all the
60
things,
carries.
I'm like he wins. So I mean, you made your
You
point.
think Le'Veon won? He missed the whole year last year,
fresh.
and now he's a
We'll
Jet.
see. I mean,
Yeah, because you trying to put 400 carries on the man.
Yeah, and what was about to happen to Le'Veon before the Jets saved his behind? Nobody wanted him. The market had dried up, and the Jets were bidding against themselves and gave him 13.1 to Gurley's 14.4.
And guess what? You're gonna have to pay him $1 more than Todd Gurley, and you're bidding against yourself because he's under contract with you. Nobody else can bid on
Well,
him.
obviously, Zeke and his reps are asking for well beyond the insane money the Rams gave Todd Gurley.
Yes.
$45 million guaranteed, 14.4 per year. So they're asking for God knows what, $70 million guaranteed. I don't know.
This is the way you do it. This is what we do. This is what we do. Skip, Jenny, you let your boy get you.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot for the moon. I'm gonna shoot for the stars. But if I land on the moon, I'm pretty damn high. I'm gonna ask for way more than Todd
I
Gurley.
just think you're high right now. What you're
Aren't
talking
the
about,
reports
right?
saying that they haven't even come back
No.
with a counter to the
Because y'all
offer?
you know why? Because they came with some bull jive. We can't even
they're
count
not
the
even
bull
gonna
jive. No,
talk
I ain't
about
gonna even respond to that. Y'all trying to give me Tevin Campbell's money. Really? I mean, yeah, Tevin. Yeah, Campbell.
Did you realize
Coleman.
what?
No. The guy that's in Atlanta. What's his
Devontae
Freeman. Yeah.
Devontae
You
Freeman.
trying to give me Devontae Freeman money?
that's
I wish I might.
8 a year.
I wish I might take 8 a
So
year.
here's why Jerry is stewing privately, because he walked out to the end of the limb and he defended and tried to protect this young man when he went through all the stuff he went through off the field. I know of 2 bar fights. There may have been more, but Jerry was right there with him, fighting for him. I got your back.
Skip, I really appreciate that.
And then there were all the domestic violence issues, and there was pulling the woman's top down, and then there was the incident in Las Vegas. And Jerry stood right beside him, right behind him, fought. I've never seen Jerry fight harder for a player than he did. He was putting his reputation on the line. There's nothing here to see. Remember what he said? There's nothing there.
Yeah.
He fought Lisa Friel. He fought Roger Goodell. He fought over the Las Vegas incident. There's nothing there. And finally, they won. I think they got a makeup call on the Vegas incident a little bit. Well, okay, I'm going to look the other way this time. But Jerry did all that for that player who he loves. And all of a sudden, that player turned on him and in Jerry's eyes spit in his face by going to Cabo. Really? Okay? That's why the anger is even deeper and stronger now than it would be for any other player because of what he had done for Zeke, and he thought, this is the way you repay me? Really? Okay. So wait a second. Is Dak holding out? No. Is Amari holding it? Nope. Byron Jones? No, they're all there.
Yeah,
except for 21.
But they're not holding out because, one, the longevity of those guys and the positions they play, they're going to get their contract.
But they could. Dak could say, I want my money, right? He could hold out.
Dak will get an opportunity to have 3-4 contracts. Zeke basically, Skip, he knows. He knows.
Okay. You know the position. You get one more contract. That's all you're going to get.
Going at it wrongly. This is the one man you do not push publicly into a corner because he'll fight back.
We didn't say anything.
Okay? What do you mean we didn't?
We didn't say anything.
Now you're on Zeke's side?
Yeah,
you're
a I know?
We didn't say anything. We just going to Cabo.
Talking
I don't know how they get our travel itinerary. Maybe we leaked that to the media. But hey, we in Cabo.
Maybe he just waltzed
just
down
going to Cabo.
to the gate at DFW Airport. That's what he did.
We doing our Skip. We living our best life.
Fly
we ain't bothering
private.
nobody.
You can't even fly private.
No! Skip, I didn't tell you when you hold out, you don't excess expense, you don't do that. Because this thing might linger. You don't take no private jet.
No, you get on Southwest.
Yeah.
Somehow I don't see
Southwest. I'm getting on Spirit.
No,
Are you?
you're not.
They got no flight attendant.
You are not getting on
I'm getting on Spirit.
There's
They got no
way.
flight attendants?
You don't need no flight attendant.
Do they have a pilot?
Yeah, they got a pilot.
I
But
hope
It's
so.
a robot, though.
Yeah.
It's a robot pilot.
yeah, but he learned at home.
No
He learned how to fly a plane at home. on YouTube.
We do not need any of Spirit Airlines in the mix. It's kind of harsh. But my mom works for Delta, so I got to defend Better Airlines.
I like
So,
that. Hey,
either way.
No, Delta was wrong. Delta kicked me off a flight.
What?
Yeah, they kicked me off a flight. Yeah.
What'd you do?
And in my memo, aisle seat, non-bulkhead. And what they do, Jenny? Put me in the aisle bulkhead. Bulkhead. Delta, I'm mad about that. I'm a million miler. Y'all need to make this right with me.
So you
Who do I need
threw a
to
little
call?
fit?
I do not. No, Skip. No. I can't throw no fit. I got to be good because you know how I am. Sometimes I get over. Boys, so
But
in 2019, I was like, Shannon, you're not gonna be as you're gonna be calm. Be mellow. Let me say, Shannon, you gotta calm down. It's
How's
not
that
that
going for
serious.
you?
I'm doing really well. I
Wait,
let my sister handle it.
you got ushered off the flight?
No.
Oh, I thought you said they just changed it. Okay,
They sent me. They sent me. I'm looking. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave it this time. And I'm like, hold on. So I'm yelling. I'm like, hold on. I'm in bulkhead. I'm yelling at my
Not a good
sister.
sign.
Yeah. So Delta need to make it right, Jenny.
Okay.
Why
Well,
can't
it's been
Jenny's mom
said.
fix that?
If Mary was there, it never would have happened.
No.
She would not
Ooh,
have
bulkhead.
allowed it.
I can't fly 4 hours
You
ease up
Sure
against.
can't fit.
How can you calm down on this show? I will not allow it.
Yeah,
No, I ain't gonna calm
sure.
down on you. But Delta, I got the fly, Skip. I got the fly.
Okay.
I'm gonna come here every day. And I need to fly, Jenny. You know what I'm saying? I can't act up on Delta.
Yeah, okay.
But Delta, I
Good
know
to
y'all gonna make it right. I know y'all watching. Somebody in Delta watching this show.
Somebody's watching.
So y'all make it right.
All right, good to
2
know.
tickets.
Either way, Zeke, I think he flew private. Moral of the story. Mark, good to have
thank
you.
you.
Maybe he'll be back from Cabo soon.
No, take your time, Zeke.
Why is John Gruden already putting pressure on his rookie running
question.
back? We're talking about running backs. We'll discuss next.
What's better?